Hello and welcome to Module 3 of the Niche Cash Machine. In this module, we are going to go over the Niche Cash Machine overview of how it actually runs and works, and I'm also going to give you the 6-step fast start guide to get you started as quick as possible. So I just wanted to recap really what we covered already. In Module 1, we covered mindset, because it is the number one reason that stops most people from failing. So if you haven't checked out Module 1 yet, please do. It's one of my favorite subjects because it was definitely a stumbling block for me. And then in Module 2, I took you a little behind the scenes of what we do as an info publishing business and selling digital products online. And I took you behind the scenes of that $1 billion business because it's important to know the why as well as the how. So in this module, I'm going to give you the overview and the fast start guide. So let's get started. So basically, the process looks like this. We got our niche, which is basically the traffic or the people who are looking for what they're looking for. The relationship that we build with that niche, the sales process that we put them through, and then we scale. So again, the niche is the people searching for information about a pain or pleasure. So whatever people are looking for, if they're looking to learn how to play piano, how to make money online, how to lose weight, whatever it is. So from there, we have the relationship. Now, this is where we build credibility within that niche, and we position ourselves as an expert. Because once the niche gets to know, like, and trust us, that's when they're more apt to pull out their wallets and more comfortable. They feel more comfortable with paying for our products. And now, once we build a relationship with that niche, we take them through our sales process, which this is where we recommend products to them, and we guide those leads through our sales funnel. And now this is where the money is, made. And now after that, it's time to scale our business, and you're going to rinse, repeat, and grow the entire process. And this is where we, quadruple, double, triple, quadruple our money. And so basically that is the flow that we send the traffic to. And that is really the process behind how money is made online. And this is that is the entire process of a niche cash machine. And what we could do is we could take this process and bolt it on to any niche out there, really. So we got traffic. How we drive traffic is we both have paid traffic and free traffic. Paid traffic would be through banners, pay-per-click, solos, that kind of stuff. Free traffic, SEO, affiliate traffic, affiliate driving traffic for us, social media, video, forums. So that's the traffic side. Now, to build a relationship, it basically consists of a blog, a list, and content. So with the blog, a list, and content is how we create that relationship and that bond with our niche market. So what we usually do is we drive traffic to our blog. We give good content. We also give away something for free in exchange for them to join our list. And then we could continually give them content and build a strong relationship with them. And that develops the know, like, and trust. And once that is established, we send them through our sales process, which consists of sales funnels, affiliate products, and back end. And this is where our money comes from. It's a combination of the relationship and our sales process as well as scaling it is where all of that money comes from. That's why this process is so powerful, because this flow that we put the traffic through, it really connects, and our conversions go way up. And to scale, we test, track, and optimize. So once we got this entire, the traffic building a relationship with the traffic, going into our sales processes, now we could tweak them. We test everything, we track our testing, and then we optimize. So, you could take the same amount of traffic and actually get better conversions. So that's how you can make more money and build a bigger business with the same amount of traffic. Okay, so that is pretty much the entire process. Now what I want to do is I want to take you through the Niche Cash Machine 6-step fast start guide. These are the 6 most important steps you need to take to really start building a business online. Step 1, you need to pick a niche or a topic that you want to enter. I'm going to make an entire video on this, on just the niche thing, because there's a few things that I want to get across to you. But it's important to pick a niche that you enjoy or that you are interested in learning more about, because we all got into an internet business because we wanted to have more financial freedom. And when you enjoy what you're doing, you really don't feel like you're working you really don't feel like you're working. So in my opinion, it's important to pick a niche that you enjoy or are interested in learning more about. Definitely make sure you do your research, because you don't want to put a bunch of work into a niche that isn't going to be profitable for you. And even tiny niches, I mean, it's worth the effort. Like I said, the case study, the pigeon racing, that had all the signs of a terrible niche, but I put a little work into it, cultivated it, and now it continues to make money. The thing with these little niches is or any niche, it's important to pick a niche that has a passionate community that surrounds it. So that was the main thing with the pigeon racing niche, for example. A lot of the numbers were bad. The keyword numbers were bad. There was no products. It just had all of the elements of a bad niche. But the thing was that it had a small but very passionate community that surrounded it. And that's what made it a profitable niche. So make sure you find a niche that has that. That's very important. That's probably my number one thing to look for when entering a niche. And you should stay within the big 4. Actually, you're going to hear, if you're in the internet marketing industry, you're going to hear about the big 3, which is health, wealth, and relationships. I actually added one to that, recreation. So my big 4 is health, wealth, relationships, and recreation. The reason why, there's a few profitable niches that didn't really fit into health, wealth, and relationships, like pigeon racing or like things like photography. Those are kind of things that people do as hobbies or recreational, that can be really good niches because they have passionate communities that surround them, but they don't fit within the big 3. So stay within the big 4 and definitely do your research. So step 1, pick a niche. Step 2, start blogging. This is very important because blogging is it's one of the main elements to building that relationship. Remember, I showed you the process. We're starting to build that relationship. The blog, what it does is it exposes you to your niche. And by delivering high quality and personal content, you are positioning yourself as an expert within that niche. And that's very important because that builds the know, like, and trust, which makes people comfortable with giving you their money in exchange for your knowledge. So definitely always deliver high quality and keep it personal. That is the number one thing. That's the only thing unique to all of us. Like, information is not unique. Like, A lot of it is, rehash stuff, but it's our own personal spin on information that keeps it unique. So be personable. Again, the blog positions you as an authority and an expert and an authority figure within that niche. And be consistent. I always say create content daily. Content is king in my opinion. You could do so much stuff with content. So be creative, create content daily. I recommend, creating a video every single day, even if it's about just whatever, a story or whatever. Just make a video a day, make an article a day, create an article a day. It'll get you comfortable with delivering content and creating content. And especially if you're not comfortable with making videos and stuff, the more practice you get, you'll see how easier it is. And the more you do it, the better you become. And the goal of the blog is to collect the leads. So you want to deliver great quality and personable content. And when you do that, people will want to know more. So they're going to join your list, which again is a huge element to building that relationship. Number 3, once your blog is up, so now you have a blog, you're creating content daily, you're posting your content on your blog daily. Now it's time to tell people that you actually have a blog. So these are small steps that you need to start doing. So you could start by telling your family, friends, and people you know within that niche about your new blog. Just whatever it is. If you're into photography or if you're into poker, just, tell your friends, because a lot of people hang around people with like minds stick together. So if you're into poker, there's a high possibility that the circle you're in also likes poker. And there's a high possibility that the circles that they are in also likes the same thing. So just start a little word of mouth going and tell people about your new blog. And again, that's why it's important to post content daily, because people are going to want to come back. And again, ask them to pass it along. Use social media and sharing buttons on your blog so people could share it. Post. When you put new content on your blog, post it onto your Facebook fan page. This way, it'll start a little momentum. It'll start the viral sharing, and that's very important. That's especially important because this is sort of new, because the whole social media and viral aspect exploded internet business. So definitely take advantage of that. And be active within your niche community. This is very important because, and again, this is why it's important to pick a niche that you enjoy or to want to learn more about, because you're going to be very active within this niche community. So go to forums, go to Facebook groups, participate in the discussions that are going on. And like in forums, when you participate in the discussions, you could have a link to your website in your signature of your forum. So every discussion that you're in, your link is there, and you will start getting traffic from forums, from groups, back to your blog. So you need to start, be active within that niche community. Now, again, that does not mean spamming. Does not mean taking your link and spamming it across the internet. No, you need to deliver quality. You need to deliver good content, because that is what's going to set you as an expert and an authoritative figure within that niche. So step 4, a huge one, build a list. Again, we are in that relationship building phase. So your list is very important. Your list is your asset. It's like pretty much the only asset that you control within your business that nobody could take away from you. So you need a free offer. So now what I suggest is, on your blog, on the homepage, above the fold, you will have your free offer. So it would be like, if you're into poker, it would be like, download my free ebook on the top 10 hands I always play. Or if it's, pigeon racing, download our free beginner's guide to get you on the fast track to racing pigeons the fastest. So this way, as they're reading your content, they could download your free offer and join your list. Now, the purpose of the list is to build a relationship, and then we're going to sell through that relationship that we've built. So this is a must. Now, I know you may have heard the money is in the list, but the money is actually in the relationship that you have with that list. Because you could have a person with a 10,000 person list, but has no relationship with that list at all. They are going to actually sell less than a person with a smaller list, let's say 1,000 person list, but you have a strong relationship with that list. So the smaller list will actually outperform the bigger list because of that relationship that has been built. So don't just go for quantity here. It's important to build a relationship with that list. We're not talking about like solo ad business. That's a different animal. So you want to build a strong relationship with your list, and we're going to do that by content, telling stories, and being personable. And the number one goal here is to get your list to know, like, and trust you, because once that is achieved, they will want to give you their money. And again, your list is your most valuable asset. It's basically traffic on demand. You control it. You control what's sent to it. Nobody can take it away from you. Google, the search engines, they could slap you around and de-index, your website, but your list is in your control. So your entire business could tank. Not that it will, but you can't depend on that other stuff. Your list is your most valuable asset. Step 5. Now we're moving into the sales process end, because now we have our niche. We've built our relationship through our content and our list, and now it's time to start selling. So start selling from the beginning. You don't want to, we want to build a list that is, going to give us, pay us, going to give us money. So you don't want to, make it known that, your information is good, and your information you are charging for. A lot of the time we take the free line too far, and it actually devalues our business. So start selling from the beginning. Give good content, but let them know that if you want a premium content, like, you're going to have to pay for it. Because it takes a lot of work to compile that. It takes a lot of work to put that information together, and the information is going to help them. So it's worth it. You could start by selling affiliate products, by recommending products, and then you're going to move on to creating and marketing your own products. By selling affiliate products, you can, you test your list. You could see what things work, and you don't want to go crazy like hard selling. Like, just recommend a product, especially products. I recommending products that you actually use yourself. You could give a good review. This way, it's good content, but in the back end, you're soft selling the product as well. Then we can create and market our own products, which is where the really builds a strong foundation within our business. And again, don't hammer your list with promos. I mean, you don't want to go like crazy hard selling and then really burn out your list, because again, you want to nurture your list. But you want your list to know that your content does cost money. And don't let your list go stale, because a lot of people don't like to email their list because they don't want to email too much. But don't just do that, because don't be afraid of unsubscribes, because in my opinion, an unsubscribe is good because they probably were never going to buy from you anyway, and there's no sense of paying for that lead anymore. So let your, sell to your list, email them often, and unsubscribers is just a way of your business purging itself and cleaning itself up. So don't be afraid of unsubscribes, because if they were unsubscribing, that means you didn't connect with them, and they weren't going to buy from you anyway. So it's a okay thing. Now step 6. Again, we have our niche. We built our relationship. We started them through the sales process. We're getting some money going through. And now step 6 is rinse, repeat, and grow. And this is where we could really scale our business. Now, what you could do here is you could incorporate new niches. You could incorporate new sub-niches. Start driving more traffic. Now that we know our numbers, we know our metrics. You could incorporate new product lines. So new products, and that's going to raise our bottom line. You could incorporate sales funnels. So if you have a front-end product, you could bolt on an upsell to it now. And then you could bolt on a back end to your sales funnel. And again, I'm going to, coming up in a later module, I'm going to have an entire module just on sales funnels. So you incorporate sales funnels, new products. You venture out into other sub-niches and new niches. And always test, track, and optimize, because you could literally double your conversions with one word. So you could literally change one word on your sales page, your lead capture pages, whatever. And by changing one word and nothing else, so no extra traffic, no extra products, no nothing, you could literally double your business. So always test, track, and optimize. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. That's a very important step. That's probably the number one step to scaling your business. That's very important. Always test, track, and optimize. So that was basically the 6-step fast start recap, 6-step fast start guide. You do those 6 steps, and you will start building a business. Right after this video, that is your homework to get these steps going. So let me just recap them here. Step 1, you need to pick a niche. Actually, the next module is going to be all about niches and niche research. So you're going to need to pick a niche, one that you enjoy and one that you would like to learn more about. You're going to start a blog, and you're going to start adding content to it daily. That's very important. Make sure you're consistent. Step 3, once you have your blog, once you start posting content, you're going to start telling people. These are very small steps that you need to start doing, that is going to start building momentum for you. Number 4, you need to start building a list. So you need to get a freebie, create a free offer, hook it up to an autoresponder, and start building a list. Number 5, you could start selling. If you don't have your own product, you could start selling affiliate products. And number 6, we're going to scale, and by scaling, you could now create your own product. You could drive more traffic, tell more people about it, and this will start that entire machine moving. So step 1, pick a niche. Step 2, start a blog and post content daily. Step 3, tell people about your blog. Step 4, build a list. Step 5, start selling to that list. And step 6, scale. I hope that makes a lot of sense for you. Okay, now the process again, but now I want to show you an actual practical look at the process working in real life. We're going to use the pigeon racing example because, again, I wanted to really show that you could do this in any niche. So this is going to show you an example of this entire process working in the real world. So we have our niche, which, again, we're bringing Dom back. Again, Dom wants to learn how to make his pigeons fly faster. That is the niche. The niche is pigeon racing, and the demographic is they want to learn how to make their pigeons fly faster. And what we do is we build that relationship with that niche by sending them to our blog, building a list, and delivering high quality content. So these are real screenshots. That is the actual blog, and that is the actual landing, lead capture page. So we got our traffic, building a relationship through our blog, building a list, and our content. Once that is established and accomplished, we are going to start selling them products, and by that we use sales funnels, we sell affiliate products, and we have a back end to really make more conversions. And then we scale. We scale by testing everything, tracking everything, and optimizing everything, as well as adding in additional products, adding in sub niches and other niches. And we drive traffic. Here you go. Here's a bunch of more DOMs, and we drive more traffic through this entire process. And that is how a niche cash machine is developed. So I hope you understand. Now this is a real example. Like, this is it really working in real life. So I hope that makes sense for you. You got your niche and you drive them through this process, and you could bolt this on to pretty much any niche out there. So I really hope you enjoyed that module. That is the entire niche cash machine process. We broke it down for you, and the fast start guide. You need to start doing that fast start guide. I'm going to go back to it right here. Think about some niches you want to enter. Again, the next modules are going to be all about niches. I got some really great things to think about when choosing a niche. Then you're going to start a blog immediately. You're going to start putting content on it immediately. You're going to start telling people. You're going to tell people to share it. You're going to utilize social media sharing buttons, and you're going to become active within that niche community. This is going to start driving traffic to your blog. And when you start driving traffic to your blog, you're going to build that list, start building a list, have a freebie ready, build a list. You're going to build a relationship with that list by sending great quality content. And when you do that, once that's established, your list knows, like, and trusts you. You're going to start selling, and then you're going to start scaling by creating your own products and test, track, and optimize everything. So, the process again. I hope you enjoyed that module. I hope it made a lot of sense to you. If it didn't, you can watch this video again. And then in module 4, I'm going to go over the niche with you, and I'm going to show you, a few things to do your niche research. So again, I hope you enjoyed this module. I will see you in module 4, and get ready to start building your own niche cash machine coming up. Thanks for watching.